Homies, welcome back to Clevver. I'm Jocelyn. Clearly, I've had a lot of caffeine. But it's the weekend, and that's what you're supposed to do. I'm hanging out with some of my faves.
That's right.
Ryland Adams, Miri Misa, Aaron Robinson. Y'all know him. And clearly, this is like a new setup, and it's a new show. We don't really know what it's about, except we're going to be talking about all the top stories of the week, which there's a lot that happened this week.
Very passionate about this.
Very passionate.
Fish bras. What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that is later on in the show, you guys. First, we got to talk about Calvin and Taylor, all of the drama that exploded this week on Twitter. So you know that she broke up with Calvin, or Calvin broke up with her quite a while ago. She has since been dating Tom Hiddleston. But you guys, Calvin took to Twitter to respond to People Mag's article saying Taylor actually wrote Calvin's hit song, This Is What You Came For, saying, and she sings on a little bit of it too, amazing lyric writer, and she smashed it as usual.
Question mark.
Positive.
But didn't Taylor write it under like her pretend name?
A pseudonym, yeah.
Ooh, a pseudonym. I love big words.
Yeah, so he went on what Jocelyn and I like to call a tangent. So he went really ham on Twitter. He then followed up by saying, I wrote the music, produced the song, arranged it, and cut the vocals though. And initially she wanted to keep it a secret, hence the pseudonym. He continued saying, hurtful to me at this point that her and her team would go as far out of their way to try to make me look bad at this stage though. And then it gets worse because he said, I figure if you're happy in your new relationship, you should focus on that instead of trying to tear your ex-boyfriend down for something to do. And then, you guys, this is the last one.
It's so good.
This is the last and the worst. He said, I know you're off tour and you need someone new to try to bury, like Katie, etc., but I'm not that guy. Sorry, I won't allow it.
Mic drop!
Oh my gosh!
Slow clap. So it was Katie, etc. I kept asking, who's Katie ETC?
It's like E.T.'s brother. He added a C.
Yeah.
It's like a new alien. So cool.
What do you
I'm
think?
into this. I'm into it.
It's kind of like the compliment sandwich,
yeah.
where you say something nice, and he's like, you know what, bravo to Taylor, she was a great writer, and then he just piles on all these nasty ingredients. They'll kind of kept it classy, and then at the end he was like, but you know, God bless everyone.
I love a compliment sandwich. Seriously.
Here's the thing, he is so upset right now. This is not a PR stunt. He was not in the know that she and Tom Hiddleston were even doing this behind the scenes. He's embarrassed. He's ashamed to have even been associated with her. I feel his pain. I don't think you should go to Twitter to tell the world about it because
Why not?
Because just because you think something doesn't mean you should share it with
Yeah,
the world.
that
but
is
the
true.
amount of
Hello.
press that Taylor has thrown in Calvin's space, I would do the same thing. I would take to my Twitter and tell my audience what I think about the situation.
Sometimes there's more power in being silent than there is in addressing crap that's happening on the internet.
I do agree with you 100%. Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, just keep your freaking mouth shut. But however, I love the fact that for once, we're not getting some sort of like weird message that's like a meme or something that's geared at someone else.
Or
I'm
a
sick
source
of the
is saying.
passive-aggressive shiz on Twitter. Like, just say what you mean, you know?
You mean the way that Katy Perry came out that gif
Yes.
right after
Oh
this?
my
That
gosh.
was clearly addressing all of this drama that happened the very same day, and then she retweeted her tweet from several, like last year, 2015, that basically said, the truth always comes out.
Yeah. It was everything.
Everything.
I can't believe that Katie actually weighed in on this, because this feud, people are always like, I don't know if it actually happened, if it actually didn't, and then Bad Blood was in reference to the fight that Katie and Taylor had. But now she's saying like this was a real thing, and yes, time will always reveal the truth.
Look, in Calvin's words, I was just going to say, God bless them all.
True.
Peace to them all. I don't think he's had anything too below the belt, so just...
Well, I think when they first broke up, everyone thought that he was the one that screwed her over, and then she came out with Tom being like, I'm not going to be the one that gets hurt in this relationship or in this situation, and then now he's like turning the wheel back in his favor.
Well, and now Tom Hiddleston is literally going on the record, not with Clevver, sadly, but with the freaking Hollywood Reporter to say, this is not a PR stunt. I am with Taylor Swift. My heart is breaking.
No, you really think this is real?
Yes.
No, I do think it's real. I don't think he would lie because he's a Disney
I
prince.
agree.
So do you guys think,
You know?
do you think that Taylor cheated on Calvin because they met at the Met Gala when Taylor and Calvin were
What do you mean by
together?
cheating? Like a sensual dance party?
Well, that's when they met, and do you think they that's when it all blossomed?
There was emotional infidelity that happened at that party.
Emotional infidelity.
And then when Calvin broke up with Taylor, she's like
We're
scrolling
not
through her phone and is
Puritans.
like, Tom's the perfect one.
Taylor broke up with Calvin, in my opinion.
You think so?
I think so,
Oh
too.
my gosh,
I totally
you
think
guys.
so, too.
I think Calvin was possibly flirting with someone behind the scenes, and Taylor got so pissed off about it. She's breaking up with him. That's why she's retaliating with Tom.
I think Calvin needed Taylor more than Taylor needed Calvin, and she was changing for
Oh
him.
my gosh, the deep questions we
I
ask.
Also-
I know.
All right, you guys, enough about Taylor, Calvin, and Tom.
Yes,
We gotta
please.
move on to another epidemic that is taking over the world, and I'm talking about Pokemon Go.
Oh my
Are you guys
gosh.
on
I'm
No.
obsessed.
I am not.
Aaron, you're the only one that's actually at this little situation that's on it,
It
correct?
took me a long time, you guys, watch our lunchy break on Clevver Style because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing in the beginning, and about 25 minutes later, I got the hang of it, and now I can't stop. The only problem I see with Pokemon Go is that I don't have enough battery life to take me on a real journey to find as many Pokemon.
You need a
Mophie, girlfriend.
Yeah,
You gotta get a Mophie. Back that shiz up.
It has taken over the world, I think, half because it's like nostalgic for everyone, but then half because it's so interactive and addicting. It's like crack cocaine or something. People can't get off of it. I was literally walking in the streets of Hollywood the other night, and okay, I was with a friend that was on the app, and it was taking us into alleys, and
That
in the
sounds so
alleys, there were
dangerous.
like 10 to 12 other people in the alley, all
Yes.
just looking at their phone.
This game has been out for how long? Like how many days now?
Like a week or something.
A week,
Mhm.
and we've had people getting stabbed. You had people finding dead bodies. Come on.
But it's
let me
really-
say,
it's-
people
it's-
fell off a cliff.
People are getting so active though. This is like a way to get fit for summer.
Well,
Like this could solve all of America's health
No
problems.
more
Something-
obesity.
Something I love about being active with it, though, an animal shelter has actually
yeah.
put on Facebook, like, hey, if you're going to play Pokemon Go, come grab one of our animals
Oh.
and walk them.
That's precious. But let me also say, I was always concerned with the fate of the world, with all of us on our phones all the time, not
Right.
interacting with people. But yet, it is the phone that's bringing people together. You're actually making friends at these Pokestops.
Yeah.
People you didn't even know you have so much
Yeah.
in common with now. And I feel like there's going to be a shift in our culture because of
Wow.
When does it get dangerous, though? Like, when
It
are
already
people
is
meeting up to
dangerous.
going to gyms and then, like, something
Right.
bad happens?
Here, dangerous crap happens all the time, regardless of Pokemon Go. Let's be real.
Yeah, people are meeting
that
up on
stuff's
different
gonna happen
apps.
to us walking down the street doing nothing. So you might as well be playing Pokemon Go when it happens.
The
What-
crazy thing too is there's apparently after just a few days there was more active users on Pokemon Go than Twitter.
And Tinder.
Like,
and Tinder.
well,
which
that's
is
even more
crazy.
shocking. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
More people
Whoa, whoa.
want to play Pokemon than they want to find love.
Actually, one of our friends was on a date last weekend, and it was like going not so well. And at the end of the date, the guy was like, "So, like, do you want to go out to the beach and play Pokemon Go?" And she was like, "Oh, fine." So they go out to the beach. You guys might know this person. I'm not going to say who it is, but maybe this person works with us. And goes out to the beach with this man and plays some Pokemon Go.
And
And
Yeah.
She
Love?
liked
Well,
it.
there
Yeah.
are some museums and
Wow.
public places that are not happy about Pokemon Go because there's like different stops in different places where Pokemon are and you can catch a lot. So like the Holocaust Museum in New York is super
Right.
mad and they want it banned because there's like a stop with tons of different Pokemon there. And
That's
they're
not
pissed because
respectful.
It's taking away
Designed
from the
that?
museum.
Did someone actually design that? Like we're gonna put the little Pokemon monster.
Pokemon
thingy
just
inside the
likes
Holocaust
going
Museum?
places,
I
I
have
guess.
no idea, but I think it would be smart for like restaurants to like advertise, be like,
Totally.
we're a stop, and then they have to
Right.
come in, buy a latte.
I just hope the gym actually brings a gym to the gym so I have a real reason to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Just
That's a
me?
good idea. That's a good idea.
There's-
Well, there was a Pokemon event here in LA, I think yesterday, and I saw it on my Facebook pop up. 17,000 people were interested in
Oh
attending.
my
I got a Live Nation alert today that there's all these Pokemon Go event concerts happening. Like this
Genius.
People-
is like changing our
People
world.
are also
is
starting
insane.
jobs. Somebody posted on Craigslist to be a Pokemon chauffeur where they drive you. Because if you're
Yes!
driving, you
Yes.
can't actually activate it. You have to be walking, but they'll drive slow enough and take you to the different
Right.
gyms. They're like $20 an hour or whatever, and they'll take you wherever you want to go.
That's gonna piss me off so bad. Even slower drivers in Los Angeles because of Pokemon Go. Are you kidding me?
I know. Also, celebrities, they love it too. Demi Lovato's on it, John Mayer, Joe Jonas, Chrissy Teigen. They're all tweeting about it. It's all the rage right now. Go get on Pokemon Go.
Or just go for a walk.
That sounds like a great idea as well.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to start talking about Ghostbusters because that's pretty much what everyone is talking about this week in Hollywood. Jocelyn and I got to screen it early. We went to the premiere on
Are you sure we
Saturday.
were supposed to be invited? I'm still so confused that
I'm
we
not
got to
sure why
walk a
we weren't
premiere
there,
carpet.
But we had a great
We
time.
had a great time.
Yeah,
You looked so cute.
I danced with the Jocelyn hologram.
Yeah, that was dark.
That's
Don't look that up. It
Really
was
weird. We got to see the movie early, and I was really excited about this Ghostbusters movie because I'm a big fan of the franchise. The first movie came out in 1984. I wasn't born yet.
None of us were.
And they rebooted it with an all-girl cast, which is great. Paul Feig, who I love, wrote Bridesmaids, Spy, The Heat.
Great.
He's awesome. He also directed this movie. I had high hopes. A lot of people were shooting this movie down because the trailer freaking sucked, which I completely agreed with, but I was hopeful. And unfortunately, my dreams did not come true when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah, I was
So you-
not impressed.
You don't think we should go spend our money?
Well, I think you should rent it or on
Redbox.
iTunes when it comes out. But I think spending $15 on an IMAX or 3D version of the film is not great. I'm going to start with the positives because there are some positives. The nostalgia factor is strong with this. There are some great cameos. Bill Murray is in this, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver. Spoiler alert, it might be too late.
Siggy.
Some of the
Siggy
ghosts
Weaves.
from the original film make cameos. There are a lot of like really great, like the Firehouse makes a cameo. The Echo One, the Ghostbusters logo is all in there, but I felt like it didn't need to be a Ghostbusters movie. It could have just been a Ghost Girl movie in 2016 without being connected to the original franchise. And also, I think Jocelyn and you might agree with me on this. It just wasn't funny enough. Like the original film was like super.
The cast is so good
I
though.
know.
It's disappointing too because like Bridesmaids, Spies, those were
Right.
such great movies.
Hilarious.
You would think if anyone could do it, it'd
With
be
so
him.
many of the
Yeah.
same players.
I
Yeah.
think that the timing was off, the comedic timing. I think we talked about this in our office today. It's like, I think it could have been edited down about 20 minutes and it would have been a lot funnier.
Right.
It was a great improv cast, but the improv went on and on and on
Right.
too long. And the jokes weren't funny enough. Chris Hemsworth, though, was really hot.
Wow.
When is he not?
Had some really funny moments. But outside of that, I'm going to say do not go spend your money.
Oh
Okay,
my
wait.
God.
But however, Kate McKinnon, you gotta,
I love her.
her
All
dance
she did
moves,
the whole movie was,
which I love.
I
What?
would-
which
did
is
she-
great, but she didn't have a script.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
which was
let
amazing.
you
Wait,
give a cameo.
I think the bar was so high for this film because
Yeah.
it's following this, franchise that was so successful back in the 80s. I think as women, this film was so experimental, trying to get an all-female cast that even if it wasn't an A+, as all of us women,
That's all us
I
girls
think
here at Clevver.
spending dollars for Hollywood is the only way to change female representation in Hollywood. So I'm sorry to get all up feminist on you.
Yeah.
But I think we should go see the film just for that, to have more women in better films in the future.
Even if you're not entertained.
You will be entertained.
All right.
I think that
Alright.
there was just such a high bar
Standard,
for
yeah.
this movie. So if there weren't already so many pre-existing movies in this franchise, people wouldn't be as obsessed, probably.
Right,
That's
right,
my opinion,
right.
at least.
Well, speaking of obsessions, you guys,
What?
first of all, congratulations to the LGBTQ community
Whoop,
for
whoop.
finally having their own dating show. It will be coming to TV very soon. And also, please make it better than how the straighties have done the dating shows, because
What do you
then
mean? The Bachelor is the most popular show
I
on
know.
television.
I love
in
The
my
Bachelor.
opinion,
Married at First Sight.
It doesn't matter, but
No, these shows, in my opinion, what they have done to hetero dating has been atrocious. So
So
please
has
get
it-
it better than we have.
dating apps have also ruined the world, though. So like
You're
everything's
speaking
screwed
to the
up.
choir. No, but more importantly, so who do you call to host said show? Obviously, Lance freaking
Yes.
Bass.
I love
Right.
NSYNC so much.
Love that man.
So it's the first gay Bachelor.
kind of is the first gay show. So back in 2003, we actually had
Yes.
another gay show that was called Boy Meets Boy, but they had some heterosexual men in the cast. This time, it's going to be 13 suitors who are trying to win over the penis and the heart of the most eligible gay bachelor in the U.S.
Can we discuss who this guy is, though? Because I fell into a dark hole on his Instagram page, and he is so beautiful.
There's some
He
pictures.
looks
Yeah, do you have any
yeah.
photos to show us? I've looked already,
As
but
a
I
matter
want to
of
see
fact,
While
again.
we're
Got
looking
an
for the
iPad.
photos, I also want to point out though that I don't think this is going to work because when there's so many gay guys in one house, nobody then cares about the suitor. They start sleeping around with each other.
Exactly,
and then
there's
the
so
interest
much-
of the main guy is lost. So I don't think
Right.
it's going to work
Oh.
unless they regulate this in a very
Like you cannot
articulate
touch
way.
the ween of
But
someone
does
else.
this
Yeah.
work?
Well,
Thank
those
you.
abs are insane. Like, where did they find this man? It's like he's
Look at
Right.
his
photoshopped.
Look at his shorts.
They
Emma-
built him in a test tube.
Emma
He
Stone would
can't-
say it's like he's photoshopped, but he might be. It's a photo.
You guys, he is employed, he is hot,
Where does
and
he
he's a
work?
minority.
He's a
Like,
designer.
what more do you
He's
want?
an interior designer,
He's an
which is
interior
even
designer.
better.
Show us some more.
Yes, there's so many more. God darn it.
Let me help you out, girl.
Help me.
She just got too excited.
I'm
Technology.
so excited, but this man is beautiful, and he
Let's
hasn't
see.
actually confirmed his
But
What a
what's his
perfect face.
personality like? That's the important part.
You're so naive.
Listen, I agree with Miriam. I mean, first off, I could gaze at this for days upon days upon days.
You did earlier.
Well, you guys, I hate
already
to break
have.
it to you, he's not interested in any of you.
Shut up, Rylan.
What a loss.
No one asked your
That
opinion.
makes it safe for me. Because
Okay,
I'm married,
I
I,
wa-
can drool over a gay man.
I
want
want
to
to know though,
never happen.
will this draw a larger audience than just the LGBT community? Like, would you three
Yes.
watch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will watch. It's gonna be like The Bachelor and Grindr in one. Like it will pull all the audiences.
I love RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
So I'm totally into it. If there's enough drama, I'm in it.
I'm curious for the format. I want to know like if they're gonna play on the guys like sleeping with everyone, or if they're really gonna separate everyone and try to keep the main focus on the suitor.
What do you think, as our resident gay man? How do you think the show should
Well,
go?
I would hope that. Well, I think it'd be actually more interesting if then everyone started sleeping with everyone, because then the drama in the house would be crazy because it would be insane.
Like a
but I would
Burning Man dream
also
come
like
true.
to see like a true love story unfold in our eyes.
We're gonna have all of
I
that.
have a big important question.
What?
How many condoms do you think that they will go through?
I wonder if they're even allowed to have sex on the show.
What do you mean?
No.
That's like, that is the show.
Have you
I mean,
seen Unreal? It's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
gonna be Unreal
I
times
watch-
10.
You don't not.
I want to spin stories on this show. I want to like be behind the scenes producing the stories because I think it'd be so fun.
I would go
Colin.
inside of him, and I don't even know how. So anyway.
but I will say this, I think it would do great things for the show if a real relationship, a loving relationship, whether it's with this Speedo lover or some other people on the show, I
can't
think like a
wait.
real lasting relationship
That's
would
true.
be awesome.
Me
That is
too.
very
Well, there's
true.
only 2 from The Bachelor so far, right?
So let
Maybe.
the gays get it. Let them be the ones.
I
Teach
thought you-
Middle America a lesson.
I thought you were gonna say, let the gays begin.
It's already started, Miriam.
Let's move on from the kids.
Oh, I could talk about that all damn day, but we've got to move on to talk about our girl, Sally Go. I feel like
what a queen.
you guys are in the same boat as me. We're all on the same boat right here.
Yeah, speaking of
Do
queens.
y'all feel like you know more about Selena Gomez than yourself?
Yes.
It's disgusting, it's sick, and I love it. Okay, so we all know that she is the most followed person on Instagram. That's not a secret. Well, now she also has the most liked photo of all time. Here it is. Take a gander. This is Selena Gomez and the most liked photo of all time on Instagram. Here's what I love. Before we talk about this photo specifically, here's what I really love about it, because I love drama and talking about relationships I'm not a part of. She stole the title of most liked photo from Justin Bieber, who posted a throwback photo of the two of them kissing just 16 weeks ago. Like,
And that was the most liked?
that was the most liked prior, but she was in that picture too, so I feel like she already had the title, and it's like, I don't know, that's a thirst trap
Can
right
we
there.
hold on for a second and talk about why she is the most followed person? Because it's like so subtle, but she is that person. Why do you
She's
think
so
that is?
relatable.
That's a good
She's a
question.
celebrity who you look up to, who you feel like
Yes.
you know and you understand. And if you hung out with her, which I have interviewed her before, she's so captivating. You don't want to ever stop being around her. And I think her fans really see that through her Instagram.
100% agree
I
with
think
you.
the nice girl wins in the end, and that's what she's teaching us.
I also think she doesn't post too much. She doesn't post too little. And I like that she also doesn't have to show off her assets, if you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about. She keeps it pretty clean.
Yeah,
and I
think
like
assets,
that.
not ass.
Exactly. She's never been nude on her page yet, which is sadly shocking. in this world.
Let's talk
But
about
here's
win.
the thing, you guys. In the photo, which this is awesome. I think this is actually a sponsored post.
Yeah.
She is being paid. This is a part of a campaign, which makes it even better to me in our digital world that she was able to have the most liked photo, and she's also making money off of it.
The executive.
Granted, like
it.
this is a little phallic. If you don't know what that means, Google it. Go to
Okay.
Micro
But-
penis.
It's a very tiny.
You know the executives at Coke are like screaming
They're
and
like,
jumping up
"Ugh."
and down because they're like, a product placement, a sponsored post that we did is the most liked photo on
Yeah.
Instagram. They're like jumping for joy.
Isn't she giving you Cindy Crawford vibes?
100%.
All of her Coke photos are my favorite, and her hair is perfect. No
Yes.
wonder is it L'Oreal or Pantene? that
Pantene.
sponsors her?
I think it's also a filter thing.
It's also a filter, and she also probably has extensions, but I'm buying all
You
of it.
can't filter that beauty.
No, and listen, I mean, I think Coke has been absolutely genius with this campaign where they're putting song lyrics on the bottles. This one says, "You're the spark," and that is the line of her song, "Me and the Rhythm," so it's like super fitting and super organic, and Justin Bieber's probably pooping himself
Is
somewhere.
he jealous?
I think he is 100%.
Well, you guys, last week he was like on the boat or on his yacht with that Selena Gomez lookalike. So do you think he's like trying to find
Right.
another Selena?
I mean,
or
that's
what?
his whole MO.
Yeah.
He's been trying to find a new Selena for like a year and a half now. I'm so over it and bored. bored.
Or he just has a type.
No, he had
No.
Ashley Benson the day before the Selena Gomez
That's
look.
true.
That's not-
And then
Baldwin,
Kourtney
it's a
Kardashian.
blonde, It's so
He's
all
taken what
over
he
the
can get, which is everything.
Everything.
I just think that this is so interesting on so many levels, but the thing I love the most is that Selena has never taken off her clothes or done
Yeah.
anything super scandalous. And whether she wants to be a role model or not, she is. And I think she is the one who is nailing it out of everyone in Hollywood. And it makes me
Goals.
thirsty for a Coke.
Now,
Ooh.
speaking of taking off clothes,
Yes, girl. Nice segue.
right? Okay, if you guys have ever wanted to go to a topless beach and free the nips, but you were afraid to because you haven't had enough Mai Tais, well, the internet has the answer for you, and it is called fish bras.
What?
You guys, this is real. Okay, so it all started with this random Instagram page where they would post pics of really hot ladies, like us four right here. But
Miriam!
these pics,
All
you
day!
have two.
Ryland, you
Everyone has
I
nipples.
am like the only one
Nipples
here.
too.
We could milk you.
I'm being a feminist. No, so really hot chicks fishing, and then in the picture, in these selfies, they would hold up their fish, and it looked like they weren't wearing a top,
I love
and instead
it.
it was the fish that was hiding their boobies. So now this has become a thing, and women everywhere are foregoing the bikini top and instead holding up sea creatures and hiding their rack behind
That's-
it.
You mean women with B cups?
It's also only
No,
realistic.
B
girl.
cups will never be able
Hey.
to be hidden
I
by
could-
a fish.
Well, if the fish is this big,
Wow.
Dolly Parton can hide her memories behind that.
It's also only realistic for the Instagram photo, though. This is
I
like
would
an
literally need
Instagram
like
Right,
two
right.
goldfish. Like two goldfish, and I'd be like, I'm all set. My fish photo.
Personal
How-
hell.
how
You
did-
guys know that I am freaking
You don't like boobs.
terrified of fish.
Oh, or boobs.
I don't like boobs either.
So
Yeah.
you don't like eating them, you don't like touching them, you don't like
No.
anything about
No,
fish?
boobs just feel weird. Of fish as well. Yeah. I'm
It is your worst nightmare. Oh my gosh.
Two things that I hate the most.
You hate boobs?
I don't like them. They're uncomfortable. They're just kind of like a
Really?
Extra
weird
skin.
appendage that happens on your body. It's just weird. Okay, anyway.
That is very interesting.
But I'm more afraid of fish than I am of boobs. Let's be real.
So this
but
is your
don't
nightmare.
go grabbing fish in the ocean, you guys. Some of these fish have scales that can really hurt you. Like this is not
Such a
safe.
mom.
Like this is dangerous, and they're slimy, and they flap around. What if one like gets a hankering to just flap out of there and like
Ooh.
slaps you across the boob?
I'm
Like
more-
this woman in Florida who had to go to the hospital because
What?
there was a dead shark attached to her arm.
Right.
Imagine if the dead shark was attached to your
Yeah,
boob.
I know. It's very dangerous.
I also want to know how this trend started to go viral. Is there like a hashtag, or how did people find this and think, oh, that one photo's great, I need to do that too, and then it rapidly escalated?
I honestly think it's just American women love to not be topless and instead tease your boobies this way. And honestly, I feel like women in Europe and women in Brazil are probably looking at this trend and be like, guys, it's just boobs.
Well-
Get over it
Mhm.
and fry the fish before it goes bad.
Instagram would take your booby pictures down anyway, so like even
That's
if
true.
you do live out
That's
of the
true.
country, you'd have to do this.
And I think
you know what I'm
people
saying?
are all ready and willing to jump on some weird Instagram
Mhm.
train. Like if it's a trend, people are gonna do it for the likes. Let's be real.
Well,
I mean, I'll definitely be doing this soon. Like, I'll just be honest. I
I
can't
don't-
wait to do this on vacation.
Actually, I did take off my clothes.
Both of you have nudes
We-
on your
I have
Instagram.
nudes
I
too,
have
yeah.
a nude on my Instagram where I'm hiding behind
oh,
a tree,
you do.
and I'm like, and like the tree was really skinny, and I was like
And it was, like,
contorting my
snowing
body.
out.
There was snow.
I
was naked
remember
in the
this.
you
snow.
probably have a lot of likes.
You guys, since I don't have actual boobs, I just have like man boobs. I want to start a new trend, and that's like burrito dong. So instead,
I love burrito dong.
Do you want to be my photographer, Jocelyn?
Yeah, I'm really good at
I
photography.
would love if you guys would also post your burrito dong photos and then tag all of us on
Yes.
social media. If you do that, I will
do.
love you
Can
forever.
we all be in your photo trying to eat the burrito?
Oh my gosh, I would love.
Wow,
nothing
this is
more.
getting really
It got
dark.
dark. It
The
got
pervs
dark.
are loving this though. Also, don't do burrito dong unless you're over 18. We need to say that as well.
No, nobody's
because-
seeing a dong. It's a burrito, Jocelyn. Just
Don't
do a couple
show
of
your mom
sit-ups.
this video.
I say do it.
But you know, one thing
Right.
I do have to say about this trend and it getting started, I feel like it's definitely like an outdoorsman, like sportsman, hunting
Yeah.
man's fantasy
Fantasy.
come true. Like I guarantee this is like some like weird like hunting porn.
It's the
or
best
something.
thirst trap ever. You're like, look at the fish I caught. When really you just
You
want
didn't catch
all of
that
the
fish.
boys that are going or potential people you could sleep with to like come at you.
Why do
Slide
all,
into your DMs.
Why do all the vegetarians think? Is this animal cruelty?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
If you're pescatarian.
Oh my goodness.
And I think it's safe as long as you eat the fish afterwards or throw it back in the water.
I agree with you.
Like how long can a fish survive outside of water? And then that's the time frame you have to snap your fish.
How long can we survive in water?
Not that long.
I can do about a minute.
These
without
are
you
some
guys.
really big
Did
questions.
any of you guys have fun plans this weekend?
Yes, I am out of town currently. Where am I? Sacramento. That's where I am at this moment as you're watching this. What about you guys? What are you doing?
Like in a pool somewhere, just like
You will
happy,
be
like-
floating on a donut.
I am hitting the beach every day this weekend, so maybe I got a little surprise for you guys.
You guys
Probably
are
not.
so active.
What are you doing?
Like sit on a
Netflix
couch?
and chilling.
What are you binging right now?
Unreal.
Me too. Oh,
Love.
you're behind
I'm
though.
behind. Don't give me the spoilers. And House of Cards,
Okay.
which I'm really. It's a very
Depressing.
adult thing. I have
Oh,
to
I love that
really
show.
think when I watch that show. But Unreal, I'm obsessed
So
with. It got really dark
good.
in the episode I watched last night, so I can't wait for
Have you
tomorrow.
guys watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend?
I hear it's
No,
great
but
though.
It's amazing.
I've heard such good
I've added
things.
that to my list.
And it got a lot of Emmy nominations
It
and
did?
a lot of exposure last year.
Brilliant.
Well, you guys, before we go though, I feel like we need to ask these people some questions
Mhm.
because like we're experts, I guess. But I'm curious about your opinions more than my own. I'm like really deep into this Taylor Calvin thing
Yeah.
and Tom and Taylor Swiddle Swift or Swiddleston or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Is this really for? Are they getting married?
If they
What's
get
the
married,
deal?
I can no longer work in this industry. I think it's
Really?
such a publicity stunt. I'm so over
Really?
it. I just like feel like it's so unauthentic because it's so highly publicized.
I have a rumor for Rumor
Right.
Patrol.
What is it?
Is Taylor Swift pregnant?
What?
Because her boobs were so big and she.
Oh,
looks
you're
like-
right.
Just you guys do some research.
All right.
Nice.
That
And
would
if
be
you
a
are here,
gorgeous.
watch Rumor Patrol that came out earlier today.
What about you guys? Do you have any other questions for our audience?
As a matter of fact, I would like to know, are you guys rooting for the first gay reality dating show? I'm such an advocate of the LGBTQ community, and I'd say like 60% of my closest friends are all in one of those categories. So I'm just excited that in 2016 we are finally getting the show.
I want to know if we can get the most like selfie on Instagram. If we have a chance of beating Selena, we're posting it right now on our Instagram
Yeah.
pages. So that's my big question.
I don't think we're gonna come any.
She doesn't
anywhere
have that. It was
close.
only 43 million and growing.
Oh yeah,
I mean, doable.
Let us. Maybe it can be the burrito.
Burrito Dong is gonna blow up.
Hey, you guys,
It's
I
that.
also want to know if you're on Pokemon Go and if you like it like so much, maybe convince us to get on it. You're the only one that's currently on
Right.
it.
We
so.
should do a meetup, a clever meetup at a Pokemon Go stop.
Oh, at a gym.
At a gym.
We should do it.
And I want to know if you guys have actually had any accidents on
Yeah.
Pokemon. Like, what's
What are
been
your
the most
stories?
bizarre experience?
Yeah, have any of you met your significant other on Pokemon Go? That is so good.
Love,
That's so
love.
nice.
Tinder IRL, but
Oh.
Pokemon. Now that it's more popular.
And also, what is Calvin Harris up
you
to?
have a lot
Like,
of questions.
I'm doing a lot of realizing this year, like Kylie Jenner. Like we're just like realizing
Aren't we all?
things, and like so that leads to a lot of questions, a lot of life questions. Where's Calvin? What's he doing? I'm worried about him. Like, do you think he's getting a lot of girls in Vegas?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's on a yacht somewhere in the
They
Caribbean
would have,
having
fine.
lots
you
of
guys,
sex with
Taylor
people.
and Calvin would have been the highest paid couple of last year
Yeah.
if they hadn't broken up. So I think that they're just fine split.
Yeah.
Like,
they literally would have destroyed Beyonce and Jay-Z together.
so I
Financially.
think on their own they're gonna be a-okay.
Another question.
What Jaws?
Who looks better in their underwear, Calvin Harris or Tom Hiddleston? 'Cause
Oh.
let's get a side by side.
Question. Oh my gosh, Tom Hiddleston for the win.
Really? I
You
think Calvin
think?
Harris.
I don't know. Tom Hiddleston looks very experienced in this film.
Yeah, but Calvin's before and after is so crazy that it has to take the cake.
He was a late bloomer.
I think they're the same person.
One's a little bit older and low key, and the other one's a deep.
They're not.
Lucky.
They're not that far apart in age, actually. Calvin is 32.
Tom is 35.
So,
Nice.
I mean, a lot
Nothing.
closer. But Tom does vaguely look like he belongs on like a Harlequin romance novel, whatever you call it. Harley Quinn? You know those.
Nicholas Sparks. Let's change the
Let's
author.
change it to Nicholas Sparks. He almost looks like a painting come to life.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time looking at him, in case you haven't noticed. This was really fun, though. What did you guys think about this show? What do you think we should talk about? Are you into it?
Yeah. let
What
us
should
know
we
you
call it?
What is the name of this show? We're not sure yet.
We're not sure yet.
We
Don't
have
know, but you can tweet us your suggestions.
So,
At Miriam Isa.
at Jocelyn Davis.
At Ryland_Adams.
At Hey, Aaron Robinson.
And of course,
Great.
at Clevver as well. Let us know what you thought. Give us some answers to our questions. And guess what? Maybe if you like us, which we hope you do, we'll be back next week.
Oh my gosh.
Please do it for a paycheck.
Dreams become things.
Like it.
Dream
for a
it,
paycheck.
see it, believe it. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.